How did you come to do the things that you do now? Then tell me more about that. So that is actually where the story begins. It was the 3rd of July, 1977. I was in between worlds as a loose wheel on a cart skittered across a polished green hospital floor. Beat, 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 like a symphony all coming together of sounds and sensations that I was aware of, but I wasn't present for physically. My consciousness was, though. As I heard the ball bearings gliding through a metal track that suspended a privacy curtain. And as that slid open, the doctor says, "Well, how is he? How is he tonight?" And right there, I could see my mom's face. It's almost as if I was suspended out in front of her. Tears, puffy cheeks from crying. That Catholic face, furrowed by prayer and a longing to make sure that she had done everything she could. Beep, 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 beep. As the doctor said, "Ma'am, I have to prepare you. If your son survives this aneurysm, he will be significantly disabled for the rest of his life." Now, those words went into this body, and those words were prophetic. The prophecy of those words did not come to full fruition until much later in life, until after the splenectomy and the 87 blood transfusions, the systemic lupus, the lupus nephritis, the lupus vasculitis, the 3 strokes, grand mal seizure, the chemotherapy, dissolution of 2 marriages and 3 near-death experiences, led me to the place where I became a medical support clinical hypnotherapist, serving people with compassion, empathy, and caring that comes from the journey of walking through the fire. You see, when you walk through the fire, you come out with a heart that understands. So, yes, I am differently abled, not disabled. No disrespect towards people that resonate with the idea of disability. I look at it as I am differently abled. And I've been given the opportunity, given the blessing, given the gift of being able to relate to people that have gone through extreme challenges. We have real discussions and real conversations about transforming illness to inspiration. Life happens for us, not to us. And how can I move forward in a way that will support other people because of my experience? My experience becomes the roadmap that guides them to success in their own way. My name's Christian Raphael. I'm a medical support clinical hypnotherapist. And for well over a decade, I've been working with peak performing women entrepreneurs who've been successful in other areas of their life. But when it comes to being on the entrepreneurial journey, and creating a lifestyle that is more in alignment with the truth of who they are. They just can't seem to get off the runway. They just can't seem to get off the launch pad. It's 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. And there's this repetitive, ongoing, frustrating situation and circumstance that occurs. It's at the identity level. For over the past decade, I've worked with women entrepreneurs at the intersection of nervous system regulation, identity architecture, and subconscious mind. It was completely unexpected. Live mariachi music, a large restaurant cantina in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where the sound of that music was cutting through the air, the natural reverb from the saltillo tiles, and the din of voices engaged in conversation as families gathered and people met to enjoy a Friday evening dinner. As if I was being interviewed by a reporter, I kept hearing 5 magic words. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. And what this evening taught me is that like-minded people gathering and enjoying something creates a third and a fourth and a fifth and a sixth mind, a mind that stretches beyond what's perceivable. Because in that time and place, consciousness expands, or sense of awareness expands. And it's in those moments, and it's in that time and space where brilliance is created. And that brilliance that's created is the truth of who we are. Now, in the last couple of videos, I've talked about proximity is power. And I've also talked about spending 90% of the fuel to get 2 inches off the launch pad. This is like the entrepreneurial journey, right? The power of proximity helps us launch through outer space into the weightlessness. So we enjoy being out there with other travelers of like-minded origin. And then there's something beyond that. And that is, for me, the real gift of being an entrepreneur, running with the lions and running with the lionesses. That is a visceral awareness of the power and magnitude of being with like-minded people. So instead of ASK to GET, it's ASK to GIVE. Tell me more about that. Those 5 magic words. One of the next questions I was asked. And my response was, can you feel in your body what we've been talking about? Not in the mind, but in the body. And you feel in the body what we've been talking about? And the answer was yes, I can feel that. And thoughts have an electrical magnetic current associated with them. And those feelings are the physiology of belief moving through the body. So when we feel that connection, we feel that communication, we bridge the gap between the separation. We create a larger consciousness, a larger awareness, an awareness that's powerful and potent, and it's from that creative place, that ultimate creative place, that magical things happen. Is it really magic? Or is it a deeper realization, a deeper revelation of the truth of who we are? Human becomings, individuals remembering the collective. Individuals remembering the collective aspect of who we truly are. And in that moment last night, my colleague, my peer, my friend reminded me of this quote, and I had wrote it down on my phone, where I write many things down. What you're looking for, you're looking with. What you're looking for, you're looking with. The I am that I am. Positive impact. Life on the planet. We get to live this life. That's a beautiful thing. So until next time, as Christian Raphael, medical support clinical hypnotherapist, be kind, be well, be a blessing.